Hello everybody. This is Elissa from Make Arts and Crafts, and today we're going to do a little bit of an introduction to GemsFlow. I've had questions about how to use GemsFlow, how do I use GemsFlow, and I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a walkthrough tutorial on how I use it, what I do, all of that fun stuff. So we're going to kind of do a little bit of a walkthrough, and I'm doing it like so you can see the screen flow so you don't see my fingers or anything like that as I go through. So I'm doing it on my iPad for you guys, rather than doing it on like my phone. I normally do all of this on my phone because that's what I have handy, but we're doing it on the iPad today. So I have a couple kits that have already arrived. These three that you see right here, they have already arrived. And I have one that arrived, but I forgot to log it because I was gonna record this video. So hence we'll put that in and you can see what it looks like to log a video or a kit from start to finish. So one of the big keys with GemsFlow is first, before you get started, you want to come up here to these little navigation menu and you want to create an account and make sure you are constantly logged in right here. So that way you do not lose any of your work. And one of the things that's awesome is I can come in and I can do work on it over here in my iPad, and then I can immediately go into GemsFlow on my iPhone and it will automatically be up to date with everything, and it's like a seamless transition between everything. So right now I have it filtered so you guys aren't seeing like my massive quantity of my hoard. You're just seeing my not received, my started, so those are my whips, and the kits that I have finished, so that way you don't see everything. But basically what I'm gonna do, so first off, I have a kit that I need to log that I've done as a new purchase. I actually have some I just picked up a couple Amazon kits from Diamond Art Club Amazon kits because they just had some new releases, and there were a couple that were just so gorgeous, and I love my snacks. So I was feeling the need for some round snacks. So I just picked up a couple more. But when you want to add a kit, we're going to add a Craftably kit that I just picked up as a February purchase. So you're going to come down here to this little plus sign right there. And you're going to say, okay, I need to set my image, and you're going to do it from wherever you want to do it. And from this, we're doing it from my albums, and this is the image right here. For that, to set your image, I usually take a screenshot from the website of where I'm purchasing it from, and that's where, sorry, I had a hair on my screen, and that's where I take the image from. So I already pre-screenshot this, and now I can go ahead and add that image, do the project name, and that name is going to be Beacon of Hope. So I type it in, and you put in the dimensions, which on my phone, which is right next to me, I've got the website pulled up, and I'm going to say, okay, this is a 45 by 71 centimeter kit. And if you're somebody that works in inches, you can switch it to inches. For me, my brain comprehends diamond paintings in inches, or in centimeters, not inches. Move, Soshi, sit down, thank you. It comprehends them in centimeters, not in inches. And then the colors, if the diamond painting has the colors listed on the website, then I'll put this in. If not, some companies don't have it until it's fully charted. If it's a new release, they won't have it until it's fully charted and received. And then obtained from, that's going to be Craftably, if I can spell correctly. One of the big things to be aware of, if you put a space afterwards, but then in one time you have two kits from Craftably, and say you put a space after Craftably once, but you don't put a space after it the other time, it's going to think you have two separate companies, one that's Craftably with a space and one that's Craftably without a space. So make sure you are always being mindful of how you are typing it and not adding extra spaces. So that's important. I'm somebody that is very like type A on things. So I literally will say, I like to put the price that I spent on something. So the kit was $44.99 and it was $7.76 for shipping. And the tax was included, so I did not have to pay any extra tax for it. So, and then it auto-populates how much, it'll auto-populate how much the total cost was over here typically. Usually it updates to be the total cost. That's 0. And then usually it'll auto-populate. And then it is a round drill canvas and full, yes. And I have actually received this, but if I was putting this in the day that I ordered it, I would leave it as not received. I have received it. So it'll go to received, not started, but I'm going to leave it for right now as not received. And I'm also that person that puts it as the day that I purchased it, which was February 16th. So I'm going to put purchased February 16th, received, I think I actually received it yesterday. The day after February 22nd, I'm filming this on February 23rd. And then I leave the date started and date finished blank. What I also do in the notes, because I like to know the details of things, so I like to put the artist, which this is a Shutterstock image, and I'll put how many ABs. So there are 5 AB, and there are 4 rhinestones or crystals. I'm going to put crystals because I know everything else is crystals. So I'll put those details in here as well. Now I can click this little check mark right here and be boom, add project. So now you can see we've got the total price right here and you got all these details. And if I click this back arrow, now it's added to the not received pile. That would be what I would normally do. But we're going to change it and it's going to disappear from the queue and go into the things that you don't see. If you want to edit, you click this little pencil down here and we're going to say, oh, we need to change our project status because it's received, not started. Click the check mark, it's done, and it's going to disappear into the void. And Koi Pond also arrived. So this is a lazy river image, and I haven't opened it to look at the number of colors, but we are going to go with it is received, not started. Date received was actually on the 21st, I believe. I think it was the 21st. I think the Craftly actually came on the whatever day it was. I think that one actually came 2 days ago, yes. And yep, that is all I have to do for that one. And we're going to do, we change it to receive not started. And we're going to go with that there. Leviathan, this one was one that I got from a D-stash. This has been one that I've been hunting. And we're going to change this to received not started. And I received that one on the 22nd. Which reminds me that I have to, let's see. So that's received, not started. Boom. Go there. And now we have Year of the Tiger is the last one, which I also, from Lazy River Crafts, received, not started. And that was on the 21st. Boom. Boom. And boom. So now they are all up to date. So that's one of the big things that I do when I'm working on these canvases, or when I'm putting them in GemsFlow. I organize them by company. You can filter by company. You can filter, you can see how we've got, these are my work in progresses. What you also do, so these are, I have not yet laid drills on the Storm God, but that's one that I plan on working on, but I've been super slow in February. But you can see like Super Dragon, I have 2, we're going to click on Super Dragon. So I've got the stock photo for the original artwork, and then I'll say these, so I'll put the actual, you can see here, this is the actual kitted up, ready to start, but no drills laid down image of Super Dragon. But then when I finish a section, I'll upload a photo for each section that I finish. So there's the first section done, and then the second section done. And you can see there's 2 sections. That's all I've gotten done on that one so far. And basically to add more photos in this section, you go to more project images, and then you would just click this little picture, little pink bubble down here, and you would choose from albums, or you can take a photo with your device and add it that way. So that's how you do that. You can also, you can see I log my hours through the app. You can say, okay, hey, I'm working on this. I want to add hours. You can say, what time did I start? You can change the time, and then you do your 2 time and go from there. Occasionally, if you spend too much time in a different app with the device open, it will kind of like time out the app or something like that. So I try to keep this app open and not like have too long of a time open that I'm working on it and switch back and forth between apps. I'm like, if I'm in GemsFlow, I leave it on GemsFlow and I don't like go scrolling on my phone because it's like I'm doing a diamond painting session. So I'm diamond painting. I'm not sitting there with my diamond painting up and then scrolling Facebook or some other random thing like that. But that's kind of what I like to do. And one of the things that you can do as well after I work on the canvas, I try to, that's why I've got some of the finishes in here. So let me pick one that's a little bit more recent that maybe I will have made some comments on. So these are all my finishes right here. So maybe I made comments on one of these. Let me see, did I write anything in here? Nope, I did not. So what I'm trying to do is, if it's something that I have with my finishes, I'm trying to get good about putting comments in the comment section. Nope, I did not. Like if I do it for an event here, so you can see I commented down at the bottom Night Court November canvas. So this is one that I completed for an event for Night Court November, was that image right there. As we come down through, you can see I label, once I finish them, I put them in order, because otherwise they go in alphabetical order, and I want them to be able to easily see which one was my 50th finish and so on. And then we have like my paint gems I put in a separate order, so that way they kind of are grouped together. And then these ones that are labeled with an M, that's just me. Anytime I have like a kit that's like a 15 by 15, one of these tiny canvases, they get their own category labeled with M's. And then special projects or special drills, all the like coasters, cards, or special drill canvases, those all get an S in front of them for me. That's how I put them in here, so that way I can track, oh, hey, I worked on this. This is what they are. And then if I do a cross stitch conversion, that's what these ones down here are, cross stitch conversions that I've worked on. And then they get an XS for cross stitch. So I'll put the original art, and then you'll be able to see the, basically that's kind of roughly what the image looks like as I'm working on it, taking any of my progress pics as I start working on the image. And I think I forgot to upload the final image of it. But I'll still put all the details of it. Like that one, I actually put the final where I had it framed, because that one was a Christmas present for my brother. For those cross-stitch conversions, but I'll do those. And that's kind of how I do my completions. So it looks like I have 80 canvases that I've finished, but I only count them as 50 canvases, and then 10 paint gems that I've completed, as you can see there. And then the minis are all counted as like different fun little snacks, and the other stuff is different as well. So there's a lot that you can do in Paint Gem. What you can also do, you can say you're working on a kit. We'll just pick one. We'll say Secret Temple, because that was one of the last ones that I did. You can actually go through and you can add all of your DMC colors that the canvas has to it. So you can see they've got the Diamond Art Club ABs, the AB 120 whatever through 141. It's got those ABs in here. You've also got some random ABs that are lower than that, but like you've got Diamond Art Club's AB colors. You've also got regular ABs, and then as you scroll down past the ABs, you've got your DMCs, and you can go with you have the newer numbers, and then once we get up into the 150s, there's your actual DMC numbers. But you can click on those, and if you're somebody who wants to be that deep in depth and know what colors your canvases have, you can take the time with every single kit, log it in here, and log in the DMC colors for that kit right into GemsFlow and be that specific. And then if you're like, oh, I'm out of this color, I need to go see what kits have that color in my stash. If you don't want to wait for something to come in and work on it, you can do that. You can come in here and you can do it and add these colors in to that canvas. I do not do that. I'm not going to take the time to do the project colors, but you could. So that's something that's perfectly plausible to be able to do. But that's kind of like an interesting additional thing that you can do. You can also go through, and if you don't like the view, I like to be able to have this view. This is my preferred view. But if you come up here to this little grid, you can change your view and you can look at your GemsFlow like this. I don't usually look at it like this. That's not my preferred way of seeing it, but that's an option. If you like looking at it this way, you can totally look at it this way. And it gives you just a larger way of seeing the images as you're looking across everything. And just another option, another way of seeing things. But yeah. that gives us choices, and everything is, it's nice having different choices as we look at stuff. And it's kind of cool being able to look back through and see what you worked on over the course of the year, and seeing that progress and the canvases that you complete, that type of thing. It's kind of cool being able to do that. And then the ones that I'm working on right here, slow progress. Definitely going to finish them in March, but I'm making super slow progress right now. And then you can also kind of filter through. So if I come down here and I say, so if I come down, I click on, so if you come up to this corner right here that has the one, it has that because I've had a filter on. You come over here, click on it, and then scroll down. As you scroll, you can actually sort, you can clear all of your filters, and then you can actually sort things, and you can sort by size, you can sort by price, you can sort by drill type, you can sort by full or partial, you can say you want to sort by the company. So if I want to look at just my, let's pick a company, we'll come down and say, let's see what I have from, oh, apparently I typed things. And see, this is an example of typing things incorrectly, and we're going to correct that. So let's see, what do we have from Enablers Outpost with no apostrophe versus Enablers Outpost with an apostrophe? And we're going to apply this, and we're going to see this is a little snacky kit that has no apostrophe, but I did not spell the name correctly. So we're going to add an apostrophe there. I edited it. Now we're going to come up and save that. And now if I go back to there here and I do obtained from and come down, you'll see that I now only have one Enablers Outpost. I click OK on that, apply, and now you can see all of my Enablers Outpost kits. I've got these 3 right here that I have not started, one that I have started already, and then these 2 that I've completed, and then these little snacky ones that I have completed that were from them. So that's kind of how you can kind of sort through and see, hey, I've done this, I haven't done that, kind of a thing. But those can give you an idea. I really want to work on Mystic Creek. I'm like really want to work on Mystic Creek. But I got to finish Super Dragon and work on some other stuff, and then I can pull out Mystic Creek. But that should give you kind of an idea for GemsFlow and how to work on GemsFlow and use it. And feel free to give me any questions. I'm not an expert, but I feel like I've used GemsFlow enough, and this is like I literally am in my GemsFlow every single day. I also have a section for GemsFlow for like the canvases that I plan on destash. But that should give you kind of a little bit of an idea of what we've got and what we're going with for GemsFlow. So hopefully that was kind of helpful to give you guys a glimpse of what the GemsFlow looks like and how you can use it, things that you can do with it, that type of thing. And you found it beneficial because, yes, I use it on a daily basis. I find it super helpful for me to kind of go through, and then I like being able to kind of look back and be like, oh, okay, there was this kit, and then you can look at saying, okay, here was this kit, and I forgot to take a start photo of it, so I just have my finish, and you can see I added all sorts of bling on this cutie pie here, and then you can kind of go back and kind of get a quick glimpse of things and seeing what size was it, all of that, and then you can say, all right, well, what about this kit or that kit? And you kind of get those ideas of what you were working on and your process as you were going through it, that type of thing. Like this one, I didn't really section at all. I kind of had the top half and the bottom half, and I just worked on bits and pieces of it here and there before I kind of got it into the finish of this. So that's my madness as I'm working on the my GemsFlow. Hopefully you found it helpful and gives you a little bit of a tidbit in what you could potentially do with your GemsFlow and how you can use it. But yes, that's all I have for you guys for today, and I will let you guys go. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.